Yeah, vandaag siphethe DJ Chuck SA. Yeah. Sitting on a house vandaag. Untanga will be taking us through his experience in house music, mixing of house, and just through the journey of
this genre.
Yeah, of this genre.
You can't mix this song and that song and now third one. John, my homemade. Feel off the crowd. If you see little girls like that, you know what sound to play. You're not gonna go and play deep house. You can't open the deep house song in the song. It must be, understand? Pumping. I can guarantee you, the DJ before you can play each and every single hit, Yama piano, and you come in when you at the old school house. That crowd would jump.
Shap kunjani bafethu? Dako. Corner cast with a K. Mel Timber here.
Ponsolona.
Yeah, vandaag siphethe DJ Chuck SA. Yeah. Sitting on a house vandaag. Untanga will be taking us through his experience in house music, mixing of house, and just through the journey of
this genre.
Yeah, of this genre.
Yeah, because now we had an episode where we spoke about the house music.
Yeah.
And I think there's no best business.
Yeah, business stuff. Yeah.
So Baji, we brought in the person who you know.
Also school as
cousin. The house we have.
Yeah.
Based on his own opinion. Yeah. Who are the best guys? We want to in the top 5
No, he has to. Top 5, top 5 and top house tracks.
Yeah, some question about
Malaysia, Don't know introduce.
Chuck is a name. Midrand based DJ. Been around for years.
For eons.
Years.
Yeah.
From primary house DJ, from vinyl to CDs to now digital USBs. And now also open format DJ.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take it back. How did you? What's the first song you heard? What introduced you to music? How did you fall in love with music?
Cool. So it goes back. I was privileged with being diploma Santini, but my only that's part of my kitchen that time. I got a Walkman, Stereo, my cassette. That time we remember song, you pen, you peak.
Rewind.
That's me with cassettes, and it was one of those 2-in-1s you can listen to the radio and the cassette at the same time.
Yes.
The Walkman.
The Walkman.
Yeah.
So back in the days, it was, I can't remember the radio station, but it was Pop My Ben. Legendary Pop My Ben on radio. Get funky. You understand?
Yeah.
That's my first time actually felt love with music.
Yeah.
I can't remember the age. I was very, very young.
Very young.
In primary school that time. And then, I ended up doing my activities this scale whereby there's a sports day. Let's do the sound. Primary school was doing that. High school doing that, and high school now I'm like, as in I'm sports like I'm doing sound only. Concerts, sports days, sound. Now I'm getting to a point where I said, no man, I'm falling in love with this thing. Signed up with the Academy. It's a DJ Miss Club in Bulgaria and Peking. Started doing vinyl. There's Duma like that.
But fully DJ.
Vinyl.
The needle.
Yeah. You remember saw the next thing you're like, this thing is not easy. But anyways, you soldier on. And the passion was so big to a point that transport and a BMX. BMX to the Academy. You lock in a 2-hour session. right back home. That was my everyday. So go to school, come back, go home. Anjalo. Then graduated from there. So I can't remember the year it was, but we graduated, we got our certificate, everything was nice. And now you must go swim. Go find yourself gigs, go practice.
So the music that you were training when you trained at the time, from this, what was the music playing?
That time it was more of your electro because DJing Music Club, it's a record store and also a sound store. So now here I am buying 5 records, and these are obviously pre-owned records, so you can just mix with your one. Now you start practicing with those, going forward, keep on practicing. And the music, Lloyd, I didn't know that it's a different genre of house, but now I understand. That was electro. You understand? Where those clubs were wild, man. But anyways, and I can show that if I were to play that music now, Nongbuga song, and then who's on but anyways, so it was that genre, and we moved forward. Now you're done with that, and okay, I'm gonna sound, you practice a I can go back and you practice, but now you pay.
Like a fee, like a school fee kind of thing.
Yeah, but a practice fee. So now it was a school. It was like
was it like a Soulcandi type of setup?
Soulcandi setup.
Yeah.
However, DJ courses are usually about 3 to 4 months, and you attend like 3 to 4 times a week, 3 to 4 times a week, something.
Yeah.
And you're done with your 4 months. Now you need to carry on practicing. You need to have a source of music. At that time, it's still vinyl. You understand? One vinyl is like $100.
Expensive.
So you buying your own records.
You're buying your own records. So at that time, it's $100.
$100. And how many songs are in the records?
It's an EP. So basically one on one side. It's either the original song, the instrumental. Then maybe like a remix, and when you flip it over, maybe it's track 2. It's like same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, by the same producer.
Yeah.
So now you got. The thing is, you might find you only like the one song, and you still speak vinyl, and you only like the instrumental. So what much you do? You can't.
Yeah, but
you'll copy it to something else, you know.
It's the instrumental of the same song, right?
The same song.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So now you must buy vinyls. Vinyls are $100 to $120 each. You must buy the bag for the vinyls. Now this thing becomes a weight. Now, obviously in that era, vinyls were the thing. You'll get your DJ Fresh, your Vinnies, going to gigs with vinyls, the bag of vinyls, with an assistant to carry these things. You know? So going forward from there, I was fortunate enough. My old lady said, "Look, let's go to Hi-Fi Corporation. Let's get you some speakers in here and you can So speakers, turntables, a little mixer yana. Now I'm practicing, making noise. Our old lady's like, I don't mind as long as you're not on the streets doing this. No language there. Understand? Sharp. I making noise. That's why the practice thing. Okay, I'm only. I want gigs now. I'm trying to hustle gigs. Gigs on hustling. Gigs on hustling. I need more vinyls.
It's still electro at the time.
Yeah. Because I wasn't vastly exposed to the other genres. So there we are. There I am looking for gigs. My cheater said, "Okay, look, Donna, come through, come play." Now I'm playing, but now I play like PC, and that's where I started knowing the virtual DJ, your Atomix. I'm like, okay, this is easier. I'm saving. You understand? Now I'm running around. Donna, I'm CD like a copy. So now I'm going around.
CD era
now I'm a CD era. Copying the music. Only challenge mine is that track 1, track 2, track 3. But anyways, DJing through a PC of Atomix, and it was that time where your PCs or your old school. You know, you want to.
Yeah, let's call it out. For Pentium 2.
Yeah, you're running around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody, the whole computer.
Whole computer. CD, the turntables, I was just chilling at home.
Yeah.
The computer, the cable that goes to the computer into the mixer and the speakers.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Now we playing sound, and it wasn't enough sound, but it catered for the small young house parties I did for a long time.
Yeah.
And that I was doing for free, like just for
The passion.
the passion,
for music,
exposure, guys, you know.
Yeah. So the apaklesikela bebanifundisa ini, like to mix or to what they teaching you? I'm asking that because you are in the mixing kind of space, right?
Yeah.
Shama mixes.
That's right.
So did you learn it there, or iskhathi masivaya you saw which this is a pocket that you can go into and start mixing? Because I mean, a lot of us were introduced to house via Amamix. A lot of people started listening to house music because of Amamix, and then would want to know Bano Shadet Seklen and stuff like that. So what were they basically teaching you? And then Tolega Jani Pocket mixing.
Yeah, so basically DJing Mix Club was mixing. It was a record store that did production, but my focus on mixing. And I would go full mixer from one turntable to another. So it's a turntable, a mixer, and another turntable.
Yeah.
And that obviously included your beat matching, beat juggling. It was a very basic mixing. It wasn't your hip hop mixing whereby it was a full scratch, because that's something that was on its own. So it was very basic.
It's different.
It's different. So yeah, cool. So yeah, hip hop versus house is two different things.
Which one is more difficult?
I'd say hip hop because the BPM it varies.
Oh, okay.
One song can be there, one song can be there, whereas house is gathered together. And so that part was the thing of just look, straight mixing, understand your mixing, when to mix and how to mix it, at what point to mix it as well. Most listening that you find that you may have your songs aligned, but they're off. They are completely off.
What line again move I now?
Earphone, monitor. That's it. And look, most of them now they spend some CDJ where BPM. Now they know.
But compare.
It's 120. Okay, I know it's 120.
Oh, okay.
You literally have to. My man, same. And the time it takes to mix it on vinyl, matches in is a little bit longer than on the CDJ. Because obviously CDJ you visually and listening at the same time. Japayana on turntable is only your ear.
So umuntu odlala ngevinyl une credibility.
Skill set.
Umuntu odlala ngevinyl is core.
Yeah. No, definitely.
That's why now uqale wathi udlala ngevinyl.
I'm a good
Yeah, but but all like the area of vinyl, when I entered like I wasn't long in that area, understand? So as I came in that area, I'm like, okay, shit. Now the CDs, okay, simple
it makes things easy.
Simple it's just that the CDs you can put 10 tracks onto CD at one. Whereas the vinyl, you collect.
They will collect.
You need to more collect. And for you to collect, you need to have gigs, paying gigs. There's no point to collect my vinyl, but I don't have my gigs. Next thing you're sitting with my vinyl with 20K. But no gigs.
No gigs.
This is no use.
All right. So moving on, do you remember your first mix your first mix, and how did you distribute these mixes there? How did people get hold of your music? Like to the desk in Tengise or USB, or how did you guys share this music? I mean, I'm a mix up from Washai. How did people hear about you? I was studying IT, and I come back, and I'm like,
Shimza. Let's get And look, it was programming. Programming is no child's play. So you come back and it doesn't. Shine mix.
Stress release.
You understand? Shine mix. Obviously, this is the era now whereby things are digital. You understand? With CDs and I am doing mix up the mix, distributing it, upload it onto data file host or data file something back in the days. Post on Facebook. And the inspiration there was from Kent, DJ Kent and Kentphonik. They'll play on 5FM, Ultimate at 6. And I'm like, man, these mixes. I'm like, no. And I literally do what they do so I can understand how they come about it. So Kent would mix this song and that song and another third one. I'm like, John, my homework.
So you trying to figure
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, okay. And when I figured it out, I'm like, Nazo.
So you playing the same music? Are you playing house, deep house? Or?
So back then, look, house was just house. There was no deep house. There was no my piano house. There was literally electro house and house.
Number vocals. What about vocals? Like we used to differentiate it like that, right? Like remember, Ken Lewis was for me. It's actually house before after PP45. What's this?
Slow jam.
Like lounge kind of house, right? And then basically number vocals.
So more vocal, no, it was a very struggle. Now, by then, the singers are my ultimates. I started mixing one track after another. I'm like, okay, I can't just doing ultimates, let me do it. So now you need to hustle my acapella. You're like, acapella.
Like a track that is an acapella.
Like a clean acapella. So basically, you get the original song where they're singing, and then you get the split of that song where it's the instrumental and then a separate acapella. But now you also get a three-way split where it's an instrumental, acapella, and a reprise. The reprise literally the strings and the organs playing in the song and the piano. That's what it was. Now that's what Kent was doing. Kent would mix an instrumental for one song, an acapella of that other song, and then throw in a reprise on this song. And when this one breaks, you hear this, I'm like, John. And for me, he's the first person to do him and Kent. They were collaborating as Kentphonik. And I'm like, no, man. Which one is this one? I'm like, they were hitting it very hard on 5FM at the time. And obviously now I went to that stage, started doing this thing, uploaded onto Facebook links. That's the only social media I had at the time. People were downloading them, getting messages. And what I did there is I obviously put in my phone number. Because now people will take a mix and copy it and say, look, I did this mix. So not only on the title of the song.
Sort of copyright.
So not only in the title of the song where I put my number, I'll put my contacts and details in the tag. So you can change, you can rename it, but when you play it, let's say on your DVD player at the time, it will still pull up the tag and say, DJ Chuck. And I'll clearly stipulate this is not my music. I just mixed it. You know what I'm saying? Because that legally that can come.
I was about to ask that, Guti. Didn't that have some legal implications, Guti? Nimixi track Zabantu and stuff like that. Like, did you have to get permission to sort of maybe use someone's vocals and mix an Alengomeso and all of that, to change it, the original of the song? You didn't have any backlash?
It's a problem when you're selling it, when you're profiting from it. My intention was not to profit from it.
But you were getting booked because then they heard you.
When I get to the gigs, obviously it's now my creativity at the gig. And as a DJ, it's crucial that you need to be registered with someone. It's very crucial. It's crucial, you understand? Because I know we've jumped quite far forward, but venues need to pay some artists, DJs, producers, wherever, you need to be paying because you're benefiting from the song, and it's not even your song. So imagine you make a song, and as a DJ, I'm playing your song. I'm making money from your song. I didn't do anything to your song, but I'm making money when uplomile cars lapha now, ushayi track anyana le one hit. Now the numbers are doing this. If I registered, there's a fee I'll be paying on an annual basis. You know what? My royalties, I'm paying my business, I'm balance. You're the family to feed.
Makes sense.
So yeah.
So you'd say Kentphonik were the ones that influence your sound. Are you still in that same mold of your mixing? Is it still influenced by that, or did you find your own pocket of mixing or style? Yeah, style of mixing.
Yeah. So Ultimate Mixers came in, and now it got to a stage whereby everyone is doing this. But now, what's going to make you different from that person? Because now you're not recognizing that sound. Although I came in to try and replica what Kent was doing. You know? So basically, yes, I was copying how they were mixing, but now it started becoming a bit too much.
Everyone was doing it.
Everyone was doing it.
Yeah.
And now the challenge now becomes you must do this in live. Because remember, that sound, you do it in your comfort zone, in your studio.
Oh, okay.
And you got time, you understand, like pre-record. But now,
the
challenge for most people was doing that sound live at a gig.
It's proven.
You understand? Now, I'm doing these mixes, and I'm like, I approach Capital nightclub in Rosebank, and I'm like,
yes, no, I just put you in both full senti to Rosebank. Oh, it's there. Tell what is senti began PMX. And it's the best kind of PMX. I know Chile.
You know around you.
Yeah.
So, mang feel lapana. Yeah, lapana pay complete. Yeah, dala. Now next one, man.
Yeah.
I prefer analysis. Now I'm actually doing what I was doing in mixes.
Yeah.
So now it breaks down a lot of mix. Remember, it's a cappella, reprise, instrumental.
Yeah.
My CD is now Mela Abenjad. I need to make sure okay there, a cappella there, or one CD is my a cappella, this, and I must. The way my mixes are, they must be the same.
But sound the same.
Yeah. I was about off because remember, lapana. Standard setup in my venue is 2 CD players. Lapayan, I'm doing 3.
Okay.
I'm doing 3 sounds.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of what's music work and how quick you can actually change from this when this song dips or breaks.
Yeah.
You forget this song. So it was that thing.
Since you to go that capital E, so that you need to show your skill set. Now, are you playing the same way? The same way njengama mixer was or to Facebook, or now you show your skills, now you're being maybe yourself now. Okay, now it's an opportunity because now I'm playing live in a crowd to corner and it's a
so far I'm a spice
now, or you wanna play similar sound that you send maybe the guy was a capital.
Yeah. Alright, so basically doing your mixes in Lini in the studio versus outdoor are 2 different things. Sure. So yes, the study is ofana. However, you now need to read so that's how you feel it. But the style of mixing needs to be the same, but song selection becomes different. You understand?
Yeah.
But now, for example, it can be the same style, but now I'm playing, let's say, 8 p.m. People are still walking to clubs. My club and money are open around about 9. Yeah. So it's still that chill vibes, but now it must be the same style. Because I'm known for what? That style.
The style,
If you're going to give me a midnight slot, same style, peaking selection.
Yeah.
Popular songs, what people can actually relate to as well. You understand? So the style was actually the same. It's just that how it's given back.
Feed off a crowd.
Exactly.
So, talking about crowd, do you charge more based on what time? Like, just an odd question out, but yeah, you charge more, like as you go, like with radio, like when you're presenting a drive morning show, then you are paid more than a person who's doing a midday show. Like if you DJ from, as you said,
off peak.
Yeah.
Nah, they're fun. The only thing what makes it different is, am I in the province or out of the province? That's it.
Okay. But you are available.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to, let's say DJ outside Gauteng, obviously it's a different rate.
Oh, okay. Okay,
yeah, based on travel
distance, yeah. Okay, so who have you worked with, Nje? Like people that you've collaborated with, or people that you still want to collaborate with? I guess Kentphonik they are on the list.
Or maybe did you jump now to the trend? I remember the time the trend was compiling. So did you also maybe double and dab into that space now, or you just stuck to remixing?
Yeah, so I stuck to mixing, and then recently, I've gone very big into compiling.
Okay.
Now, if you look at, for instance, you get DJs who are DJs and they do compilation.
Yes.
Now, those guys are just mixing songs which are not theirs. Like Nas Ban, I put onto my compilation. Yeah. Back in the days, Ganyani used to do that, Freshers Flavor, Oski, all of those guys. They're literally doing compilations.
Yeah.
Now and then they'll include maybe 1, 2, 3 of their songs.
Yeah.
But compilations are very big. And what we looked at the time was how Fresh would drop in.
Yeah.
It was Fresh's album.
Yeah.
But it wasn't his song.
I didn't understand at the time.
Yeah. But it's introduced a good house, Mafiti.
Exactly.
It introduced us to different sound in the house music, yeah.
Like I can tell you now, till today, Pure Surprise. Everyone knows Pure Surprise.
Yeah.
The original artist, you understand? You want to say, it's DJ Freshman on his not, you understand?
Yeah.
It was on his compilation.
But it's
not. Yeah. So it was that thing. But no, currently I'm just busy doing mixes. I'm not too big into the production. Maybe it's something I will still venture into. But I've got a very selective ear. So I know, man, there's something should die now. And I think it comes from listening to a vast variety of music. The sound there is not mastered. Why Rasanga?
Because we even like from master rock.
Anyways, so it's compiling music. I've now started up I don't know if I can say it's an organization, but it's Deep Love for House, where I fish music, put it down, put it playlists, and just listen to this, compile, listen to this. So I'm more of a compiler of music, of house music in the moment.
Okay.
I hunt music down, put onto a playlist, guys, my Midrand.
Like you hunt for jams, like tracks, like
No. What's happening now is we're looking at songs that were released by people we know. The underground cats are the ones who are, they're producing it. They're producing it. And the music is so good that they're not being recognized.
I've realized that in house music.
You go to a club,
underground cats, they play nice music. They produce good music, but they don't get the shine.
Exactly.
The recognition they need.
You go to groove, man. Hey, Kalinama, man. Shazam. And those guys, they need to improve their music on platforms, on digital platforms. So they can get royalties, be recognized. So it's not only SA that are listening, but international guys, man. Maybe Oscar Mo can feature him or something, you understand?
We had an episode previously where we spoke about the compiling days. So now we were asking ourselves, did it work for international guys now? for them to be maybe under fresh their music then? Was it an exposure vehicle for them? They used
With this bars.
With this bars.
Yeah.
Don't you think the same idea can work maybe for the Mapiano guys? Maybe they be under one guy, maybe say a guy, maybe a contact, maybe someone who's in the UK who plays the Mapiano, and then maybe they give them their music. Then that guy compile the music, and then maybe I done the Mahara. Don't you think it would work the same way how these guys, the international guys, we knew about them? Because we knew about the Budu Feda through the same route.
It's a bit of a challenge, yeah. So what's happening now is let's look at Amapiano.
Yeah.
So Amapiano is a South African sound.
Sure.
Right. It's so big in South Africa that us South Africans, why not we just walk in to other countries or other states with our music, not feed off Abanvarada, you understand?
Yeah. So what you're saying, maybe we should be bold, like Afro beats, maybe, like how Afro beats
penetrated.
I don't think we should be. We are.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
And what's making it that way is TikTok. Watch. When you make a song now, the piano, put on TikTok, make dance. Internationally already, it's been recognized. They're already dancing to your song. It's not bigger yet, it's here, but already they're vibing to it. I said, it gets vibed so much to a point that, let's say, Kabza goes to the UK. He's jamming your song at their nightclubs. Understand?
Yeah.
So that's also, it's already grown there, so there's no need for them to be putting our music on their compilations. It's already broidered there. And what they're doing now, UK or US guys, they're already remixing piano sound with their song, like with their vibe. You get your Chris Brown throwing in a piano beat. It's our sound. Generally, it's our sound, you know. So Afro beat as well. We would have Afro beat, and then Afro beat started fusing the piano sound in there. And by testing out the marketing, testing this, it actually becomes success. It works.
So what do you think contributed to your success, man? Like, okay, would you say you're successful? Would you classify yourself with that? You're making a living, you're putting food on the table, and what difficulties that you encountered in the industry?
It's very hard to say someone's successful, because what is success at the end of the day? For one thing, it differs. You know? For others, like I know, success is me just chilling at home, retiring, I'm chill, and I don't have to work. And money just comes in. Success, right? You know? But on a personal scale, look, I won't say I'm fully successful, because there's avenues I would like to venture into, which I haven't stretched my arm into, and I can feel that if I do, I can do something decent there. Production, for instance. That was going to be my next question. If I venture into production, I'll do something, because I know the sound there. It's doing things, you know. And if you look at the current market, the sound is out there. It's for a certain crowd, you know. It doesn't cater for everyone. And there's too many DJs, too many producers on one side. And what about the other side? Mapiano is a 2K sound, personally. Personally. So Mapiano, So it's a 2K sound, where they're vibing, the vibe. And then you get the private school piano, which is a bit more mature sound. Then you get your deep and your soulful deep in the market, and it's unlikely that you'll find a 2K attending a deep house session vibe, and vice versa. These are the guys who pop bottles. I'm a Henny, these ones. Come everywhere.
Maybe count the good
No, but Yeah, but I think it's like I say, it's a 2K sound and more of a mature sound. For instance, example, chamber music.
Yeah.
Chamber music, deep house, chill, mature sound. You can, like, doesn't matter what time it is. If it's 12 midnight, you'll play a deep house. The 2K might feel like 12 o'clock.
That's boring.
For TikTok sounds. So, but look, it's cool that the sound for this generation. You know, regardless of your age, you can still go out and enjoy yourself. You know, that's the most important.
But what do you think are the factors that made a house from being the popular genre to now moving into a more niche market? Because now, like you say, deeper, more soulful house. They say now in the market, So, what do you think Maris is moving out of Ida? Because there was one time, a time that house really the shit. Yeah. Before the Maya Machendra pick up, before hip hop will pick up, house was the shit.
It was house and quiet at some point, right?
Yeah.
So, and then go buy a house.
Go buy a house.
Man, I think this thing goes with how much generation because it's house. We all know house is house. And then it started splitting. Then there was tribal house. I remember. So you came with the tribal house, and then there's even a deeper split. Now there's Afro house, Afro tech, Amapiano, deep house, soulful house. You understand? So house is house, but it's nice that now it's actually split into various. So now you can produce, you can produce that sound because that's what you're comfortable with, that's what you like, understand? And there's a target market for you. And it gives producers a chance to, okay, I can produce this, that, understand?
Different sounds.
Exactly, And it's also an experimental thing as well, A good example is Maporis. Maporis, we knew Maporis with Uhuru, remember, when he came in. And then, there was that sound, and then he started doing a little bit of Afro beat with Abu Davido and then this piano and that piano. So it's a nice thing that it gives you this room to expand and grow. Calvin Momo, Kaiva School House, So you might find he's always been a producer, but now that this sound, he's found his niche. I'm sticking to this, And guess what? It's working for him. Everyone loves it, Shimza, for example, producer, DJ.
No,
but his niche is Afro tech. Man. So it's a nice thing that house is broad and it gives people opportunities to grow in piano, to grow in Afro tech, to grow in this and that.
Maybe we shouldn't look at it as a death of house. We should look at it as a being broader. A person can be creative in many avenues.
That's it.
Maybe it's not concentrated on that one sound as it was before.
Yes.
I get your explanation. But I didn't get an answer to the question I asked, which what are the difficulties that you faced when it's coming up or not right now? Like what are the obstacles that that are standing in your way? I mean, you're talking about going into production. That was going to be my next question. Having you thought of producing your own tracks and what are the stumbling blocks?
Okay, so I'll say the difficulty was during the COVID era right now. Now venues are closed, restaurants are closed, establishments are closed, and now you still got a family to feed. And fortunately enough, DJing for me, it's more of a side thing that I love, but I'm in IT, So luckily I still had my 9 to 5, and this place is like, okay, value, you understand? You know? But that was the challenge now because you used to getting this income plus this income. Now you're only getting this income. You understand? So you need to evaluate how do I pull out of this? And so that was the biggest challenge. But no, we soldiered on. I think for everyone in the industry has the exact same challenge. But challenges going forward.
I mean, within the industry,
right
you don't
now.
you don't find yourself or like people, gatekeepers or totally chance because that market is saturated with, within the industry.
Look, obviously the market is saturated, but at the end of the day, I've been so focused on, my career side, being my 9 to 5 in IT, that I'm not pushing enough on the DJing side.
Okay.
And for example, you'll get a guy who drops a song, he's pushing. Now the club say, look, I can go in there now and look, it's a Friday slot, but I know we've got our resident DJs. You understand? I'm not being recognized, if anymore. You understand? So that's obviously based on myself.
Okay.
Because I haven't been pushing enough.
All right. Yeah.
And I've seen these guys now. What they're doing is they're pushing mixes here, they're pushing YouTube content here and there, and it's a bit too like
digital
savvy.
Yeah.
Space. What?
Digital space.
Yeah. So.
It's working for them.
It's working for them.
Digitally.
So it's that thing, and you learn to learn. Guys are being recognized based on what they put on what content they put.
You need to be out there.
Yeah.
You need to be pushing and be out there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Manje, masithi udlala says the club, right? Mawufika lapha, don't you make me feel lapha sugar die. Tell me the sound midline ayisadlali ayisemngeni piano. Don't you feel maybe somewhere la which I look okay, this is my spot, my safe space that I can play sound there. Since we said piano is more 2K thing.
Okay, I think let's maybe look at the current state. As a DJ, you need to evolve. You can't stick to one sound. Yes, there's each generation which relates to that music, but you need to be evolving all the time. Hence why you need to be downloading on a daily basis. Go to a venue and look, I want to DJ here. I'll chill there. Maybe the week before, okay, well, this is the sound here. Support that sound. You can't just enter, or look at the feel of the crowd. If you see people, bottle girls, and you know what sound to play. You're not going to go and play deep house. You can't open the deep house song in the song. It must be, understand? Pumping. Under the sun vibes, I chill, deep house vibes. You need to also look at the atmosphere. Restaurant, for instance, early sets, chilled, lounging and music, but so
flexibility is needed.
It's needed, but you have to be versatile. And I'm not saying guys must be able to play hip hop and kwaito and there's no in-house. Don't say I'm a piano DJ. Just say I'm a house DJ.
Oh, okay.
Don't, because now you feel lapa can you play at 8 to 10? 8 to 10. When you known for Vele, it's cool for Vele.
Okay.
Now what that does, it messes you it messes your next booking at the same venue. If you are telling music, illegal. You understand? Young guy, you pick atmosphere. Your backup plan, my use PR, they must be ready. Okay, I know. Test one song. Okay, next one. And within the first 5 minutes of your set, you can automatically pick up what vibe you're in. Yeah. Okay, that's what it is. It's a challenge when you haven't played anything. The next DJ before you. And talking about Lauma challenge. I did it I DJed the 21st, whereby Kentphonik was playing before me. At 1+1, this guy's going in, and those guys were doing in an hour. They can play maybe close to 60 to 80 songs. They don't leave the song to play. Like after 1 minute, hit.
Yeah.
And you know you're sitting there. Like,
Some of the songs.
Yeah.
No, I turned out.
Yeah.
So it that's one of the challenges I faced at the time. But you walk in there and listen, I'm gonna do what I can do. I do my best. With music, you understand? So it was that thing I still enjoyed. At the time, it was still house. I was still a house DJ at that time. So only recently I've evolved to other genres. So but the other genres being hip hop, as well.
You also, you're not only playing house.
No.
Hip hop.
Evolved, definition,
Evolved name.
You understand?
Involved lo muntu. So ufuna ukuspana boba, like people that like you in your dream, like umuntu ongaspana naye marabato.
I haven't got into the psychic production, but I would say if once I've got into production, mastered my production side, it would most likely be a deep house sound. I'll look at your sculptured music. I think that's one of the main guys. The main guys.
It's your dream. Dream
Yeah.
collaborator.
No, but guys I've played with, like on a constant, you saw. Kid Funk, Julian, like almost every month I play with Julian in Santon. So
Julian Gomez.
Jaswell, I play with him almost every month now. So it's it's a very wide circle.
And I'm sure the energy that you get from them feeds off very well.
And they know the easygoing guys and they chills.
Don't you want to tell us more about your foundation? I heard you mentioning it.
So Deep Love for House, something I just recently started. It's just basically for music lovers, house lovers. Now, why I called it Deep Love for House, although you got the name Deep there, it's not Deep House. It's house in general. You understand? I got a couple playlists on Spotify, which I'm slowly stretching onto your iTunes as well, where old school house, piano house, is Gija, which is part of my piano. So it's all of that. And why I actually came up with this is that you guys having a house party or you're having chillers nyana, you can't afford a DJ, but you want some good sound. And I don't know the playlist there. No. It's wide. You can listen to whatever you want through the selection, so that's all it is. It's
So
Deep Love for House.
Deep House, Like you're promoting jams, as you said.
Just promoting jams. And also the guys who are underground, get the music onto the playlist so they recognize, they know. You understand? That's also the big role here. We chilling there, try house party. DJs one band was selling pop. So now most of what's going to happen next, you're going to listen to more of that person's song. He's getting more royalties.
So it's also exposure for him.
It's exposure.
Which era of the house music do you want to shoot? Lewitanda. Because hence you said it before, right? Which era we don't want to shoot? Okay, house now was the
new
house was house.
House was house.
Yeah.
Golden era, baby.
House was house. I'd say Soulcandi days.
Soulcandi days.
Your Soulcandi. You know your Soulcandi era, your Fresh House Flavor, your
House
Mosquitoes, House Africa.
Yeah.
That era.
It's what
You can't go wrong. I can guarantee you the DJ before you can play each and every single hit Yama piano and you come in when we at the old school house.
Yeah.
That crowd would jump. The reason I say that is old school house has memories.
Yeah.
That time when Shamtanga
Everybody got a story.
Yeah, that's a story. And it also comes to when I play old school house at corporate functions. I do corporate functions as well.
Yeah.
So when I play old school house at corporate functions, it reminds them of their childhood days. Because the guys I'm DJing there for is corporate people. They're now, you know what I'm saying? So now when I play that music, it's either in high school or in varsity. And I don't know, hey, the song composed and it says 1, 2, 3, 4, you know? So it's that thing. And that also, it's not necessarily only house per se, but older music.
Yeah.
You know? Sister Petine.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter when you play it.
Can't go wrong.
It's a hit.
Yeah. Can't
You
go
understand?
wrong there.
You can either know your first song, you can either make it or break it in a corporate gig.
Corporate gig.
Yeah.
Just a question, in chat. So you spoke about a mix that you used to do,
Yeah.
you used to distribute. What was the business model there? Did you make money out of it, or how did it work basically from a business side of view? How did you commercialize it?
All right, cool. So basically, that time making those mixes were the intention wasn't to make money. The intention was just to be recognized. Like, hey, there's this DJ, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So I'd obviously upload the tracks onto a platform, and guys would just download it for free. You know what I'm saying? So it was a matter of just download, listen to it at your own time. But yet again, I'm planting a seed with you whereby you come back and say, I want the next one. I don't know if you remember, but they were named Mix 1. Now you come back, hey, when is Mix 2 coming? Mix 2. Mix 3 coming? Mix 3. And I'll make sure, same style of mixing, but obviously different tracks. Yeah.
And another question I have is from one of the episodes we had, we posted a few weeks ago. There was a kid, he was basically saying that you are one of the foundations around the Midrand area when it comes to the sound mixing of the house music. So he khulume ngawe like in a very high regard. He also mentioned something very interesting, that you probably one of the guys that actually taught Lebza the villain, the mastering of mixing. Is that true, or what was the relationship between you and Lebza when you were working with him?
Okay, cool. So Lebza and I, Splomeka say one vele at the time, and we were both music lovers. You know, we would chill together, listen to 5FM, mamela la mix love, and say, cool, Dwana. Obviously, by then I had already gone to the academy, the DJ academy, so I knew. So I was one step ahead on that. And I won't necessarily say I taught him, but I gave him, can I say platform? I'll say, look, we worked hand in hand and we did some skills polishing, whereby I've got the equipment, he didn't have the equipment. Dwana, come to my room, practice. You practice, and Dwana, look, try this way, try that way. Remember, Kent did it like this, let's try doing it like that, you understand? So, it was just like a polishing of some skills there. He didn't so at the time he didn't know how to fully DJ, but he learned with the equipment I had, and I was just polishing. So look, do this, do that. And what I generally do is I don't want to be teaching people, okay, do this, do that. Like, look, Ngoma, this song must go into this one. How you do it, figure it out. But you've seen me do it, and I do that. And Machitapa hikers, you know, I've taught them. There's lots. And what I generally do is I'll say, look, Dwana, do this. Yeah. And I'm planting the seed. What you do with it is up to you. Yeah. And this guy is the guy right now, sitting with the skill of DJing. But now, unfortunately, because the industry is oversaturated, you know, they're not getting those gigs, you know. And I'll come in and say, look, yeah, nice lot, lad, you know. So you don't get fall off the wagon. So look, yeah, pull up, you know. You never know who's watching at a gig. You might find the owner of a certain Capellos. So yeah.
Got you. Thanks, Mitch.
Yeah, so but now I see you go to passion your music and you got an ear and stuff like that. Have you never thought of maybe infusing it in your foundation, what you just explained now, to be polishing of skills? Maybe because I'm DJs, young DJs come to you and then you polish them and you teach them how to have an ear for sound and stuff like that. Like
Sort
when
of
you
way, sort of a school.
yeah, academy type
Academy.
of setup. Because I mean it's in your I mean goes with the track is, you know, Joe, we divided into three separate things. You were talking about instruments and stuff like that, you know. I think it's very interesting that I've learned that. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that you've never thought of venturing into that.
I took it for a test drive before. Teach them pro bono, you know. And it worked. I haven't thought about, you know, using Deep Love for House to have an academy, push a cast, you know. I'm all about giving back to much of the guys, you know, keeping Indwana off the street. So it's something that I'd look at, you know. I'd love to somehow maybe look at that and use people with a disability to you understand, you know, because there's people who have passion for this, but they're limited, you understand. She's unfortunately in Ghana, and there's a guy who is blind. He had done that before years ago. But you understand? You understand? Giftan, he has this, but they pushing it. So people shouldn't be using disability as limitation. So I would like to show them and by extend, look, this I can do more about with this or that.
So do you think, I'm just gonna go off track again. Do you think, Uguti, for you, Jobuti, you got an ear for music. Now, do you think can you play an instrument?
So growing up, I played the recorder. I didn't like it. I recorded, then you had to flute so.
Record
the recorder so. I didn't like that thing.
Yeah.
Then guitar. So instrument was only those two things that I played in my.
Yeah, the only reason I asked is because if you have an ear for it, that means, I mean, you must know good. That's a bass, right? That's an organ, or that's a piano.
Yeah. So, but when it comes to the ear thing, I've got a big love for live music. Understand? Regardless of the genre, I can listen to a band live and I'll enjoy it.
Yeah, no, that's.
I'm not also more gospel. I don't like gospel on TV. But if I would go to a concert, gospel and they bring live,
yeah, it's true.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I can pick up when this time is a bit too high, or that's too low. We'll give this, we'll give that. Yeah. So, passion comes from live music.
Yeah.
I just want to ask a question.
Yeah.
The reason you have been gone into production, is it because mixing is more lucrative than production, or you're not a fan of producing music?
Hey, that's a tricky one, yeah? Producing music, it takes a lot of skill, energy, time, and I'm not going to blame that I don't have the time. You know, I think it's just I'm being lazy, you know, because producing music doesn't mean you're producing to make a hit. You can just produce music to cool off, to calm down. It's your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you won't find that you'll be surprised that comfort zone is now a hit. Okay.
Yeah. Bozenze.
Yeah. And I think that applies to most producers. So you've been listening to too much to a point that the next guy and only to find out the song was produced maybe 10 years ago. Now it's coming out and it's a hit. So I think it's just that I haven't given in fully. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you do have tracks in Jesus Steady there?
No production.
Maybe 2-3 years?
No production.
Let's
any recent mix?
Yeah.
No?
Recent mixes, so there's a lot of house.
Okay.
Then I went into the hip hop. I got a hip hop mix that I did during lockdown. There was more for a year and then lockdown, you'll find things.
Yeah.
Okay. So I ended up doing some hip hop mixes. I've got an old school, which I'll send you guys. An old school mix, Kwaito. I got an old school mix. Yeah,
I saw one.
Yeah.
I saw one.
Timer's mix.
I saw one online.
So just been creative.
Just a question from me. I don't know if it's a question or a compliment.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned that you used to look up to guys like your Phonics
Yeah.
and Ken.
Yeah.
Because to some of us, for me actually, I would say you're one of the best DJ. Actually, when it comes to mixing, I don't think, like I've been having this conversation with a lot of guys, that there's this guy that when it comes to mixing, I know I'll always put it number one. For me, you that guy.
Thanks, Chief.
Okay, biased man.
So just maybe now I'm gonna go to my question. Is there anyone right now that you think is better than you in mixing? Let's forget production, mixing the sound. That you said, oh God, that guy.
Bantabul.
Mangadlala kuqala ke kudlala. Ungathi
Makhumbula le 21st.
For sure, there's lots of guys, I think it's all about how you level yourself, Hey, there's a lot of guys, man. There's a lot of underground guys.
See,
Maybe
you can't even mention one.
No, okay, for example, but now the thing is, when you say mixing, it's very broad again, because now there's people who do straight mixing, Then you get people who do effect mixing. I've never been a person who want my effect. I'm not a fan of understand? But it works for other people, not for me. I want to hear the transition of the song, how it's blending. But using effects is just it's a new tool that spices up a song. I come from a generation there was no mixer Yama effect, and Shimza was a person on my effect. You know what I'm saying? And then after Shimza came in Tabangudi, it was vele, and then by the time Lebs and I started getting a mixer in my, we started playing around with it. He continued doing the effects. I didn't. I'm not and it works for him. He's happy with it. It's great. The sound sounds awesome, and Pioneer or the masters in making mixers with effects and the tools for it, and it's just to spice up your sound when mixing. Deep house DJs don't use effects. The ones I've come across very seldomly use effects. It's about clean mixing, and so when it comes to mixing, there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys. I think in cars, I appreciate the compliment, and it probably stands for me in a car, but generally, globally, there's lots.
You biased there. With that said, I think we can jump into the top 5.
Yeah, wait. Let me ask you. Where do people find your music now? Your mixes,
the mixes.
I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the mixes are up in Mixcloud. You can stream them. They're not available for download yet. So I'm working on a platform to upload all the old mixes, because there's people who you had the song, you had the mix, your computer crashed.
Yeah.
This
selling a scratch.
You understand? And yeah, so I'm working on I'm building a platform where I can actually upload all those mixes to download, to jam into your car or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And those are songs of which, unfortunately, I no longer have. They're on the mixes, and now I'm like, since my computer crashed, or I understand, they're no longer available. So you can jam to that. But currently, Mixcloud has a few of my house, some old school hip hop R&B, my live mixes as well.
It is DJ Chuck SA.
DJ Chuck SA,
Yeah.
DJ Chuck.
So we're like top 5. You have to give us a top 5, dog. Like, this is our thing before Sivali show. The top 5 house songs, the top 5 DJs, house DJs.
They can also hold the hip hop because Top 5 DJs.
Top 5 house song. Okay, let's start with top 5 DJs. Locally, it's gonna be vast. So it's not only deep house DJs or Afro DJs. So people to look out for. DJ TS PLK. Yeah.
TS PLK.
DJ TS PLK. DJ Gifto. Yeah. Also look out for that guy. My boy Lebza, he's coming out of villain. He's coming in hard. Too much sauce, Lapana. Too much. Paso.
Too much sauce.
Too much sauce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shimza is always delivering.
Yeah.
Shimza, without a doubt. Midrand.
Yeah.
He's also he's always delivering, always. So I'll say those are the. What are we on now? 4, 5.
5.
That's 5 now.
Gave us 5.
All right, cool. That's the 5 DJs, man.
Albums.
House tracks.
House tracks.
House tracks.
Yeah.
House tracks. Hey.
Yeah, I'm sure Kichima 200 like
So when there's a DJ, babe, you don't have to manage that. Okay, the top 5 play, you ain't Tembi.
I'll start with the vocalist, man.
Yeah.
All the house tracks is no with Brendan Lul.
Who?
Brendan Lul, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's a vocalist,
Yeah.
you know. He has tracks with Gifto, he has a track with DJ TS. So just basically all his songs. All his songs. Look out for that.
Okay.
Just throw in a piano there. Kelvin Momo. Guys, his whole all his selections. I want that. Like, give time to listen to Kelvin. Everything Kelvin. Yeah.
Everything Kelvin.
Everything Kelvin. You know, and his sound is consistent. You know, from his first album all the way up to all the latest singles. You know.
Yeah.
Gabza's coming in hot, delivering. Also another one. He's recognized. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of what track you play, I don't have come across umuntu azot le track ekabza ya fumble. No.
Yeah.
Oscar Mbo. I know I'm talking producers here, but and not necessarily tracks, but
Is
Oscar,
he your producer?
Yeah, Oskambo is a producer. So the track he has, Bones of the Sun, Oskambo, who else is in there? Kent and Tuxin.
Yeah.
Baba. Anyway you play that song, it still rocks. You know? And it's got this thing that it's very similar to Summer Days.
Yeah.
It's a sing-along song, and it throws like it pulls a memory.
Yeah,
understand?
yeah. Somewhat easy.
You understand? So it's one of those things. That's one of my top as well. What are we on now? 4, 5.
5. It's
Well,
the fifth
five.
one.
Fifth one now. Eh? What's your top 5? What's your top 1?
So how so?
Yeah, what's your top 1?
Mine is London Roots, Louis Vega, and Johnny Dangerous.
That's your top classic. Now.
Chama Music, I think. What's the name of the song? It's not even Chama Music, I think it's Sculpture.
Yeah.
Speak Lord.
I give it to you that one.
I'm not a house person. I'm not going to even try to play with you guys.
Any house song that you know of?
What was it?
Ngaziphi? Summer Days.
Some days movie could be.
Classic.
Mari classic.
Vintage there.
No,
so.
Let's see.
Woman senior old.
Yeah, just that I don't know the name of the tracks,
Oh,
but it's Sculpture Music, the album that they released now, like it's got nice tracks. Okay, no Kelvin, yeah, nice. Just that I don't know the names of the songs.
Yeah.
But those
One
albums.
producer, Kelvin.
Yeah, I could bump him. I could bump him like the whole day.
Swag.
Oh, usho kanjani? What's your number 1?
So do you think house will make a return? House music outside piano, like the deep house?
Yeah, for
that
sure.
old sound?
It's already on here. Now we're talking house music. We're not just talking piano. House music is here already.
Yeah.
The challenge now, will hip hop make a return? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, big pocket guy.
So, but yeah, so house music is really skyrocketing, you know.
Yeah.
Piano is here. Will deep house be on the same level? It probably is, but obviously it's not commercialized as much as the piano.
Alright, say Vala, dog. You wanna give your booking details and all of that to your socials? People shout out.
Yeah, so I'll say catch me out on Instagram. There's DJ Chuck SA. Everything you need to know is there. There is a Linktree link there that actually links you to my mixes as well.
Very important.
Yeah, so yeah. If you want to work together, let me know. I'm up for anything. I'm up for giving a helping hand where I can. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
We'll definitely book you on our first Corner Cast party.
Yeah,
For sure.
When
DJ, we be the main
1,000
headliner.
episodes. When we 2,000 episodes.
When we 2,000 episodes,
Yeah,
you play for us 5 hours straight.
Ngidlalela mahala manje sinyone invoice amanje 5 hours.
Mawujahlika sithi baba qhubeka.
Yeah, but no. So good.
Yeah, bafethu siyabonga DJ Chuck SA do house music or music mixing.
Yeah.
101.
Yeah. I hope you
check
guys
his socials there.
learned as we learned today. I learned something.
Yeah,
today, so
we didn't even tune in. Very nice because
Yeah.
Sure. Go just Bafuti.
Shandu.
Shout out to Ubab Shandu. Yeah.
Please don't forget to like, subscribe, Bafethu, and share. Konaka Siyabonga. Boyki. Cameraman there. Shout out Boyki.
Photo moments.
Yeah.
Doesn't like it when I say 18
plus. Yeah, it's been nice. Yeah. Timba, yeah.
Paul Soloda.
Yeah.
Chuck.
Away. Danko.
Thank you.